Suzanne, and this video is part of the community group Folks Kindful Cafe project, exploring the folklore and words of Shropshire. So, put on your imaginary walking boots and come for a stroll down a Shropshire lane with me. Do you have to follow me around with that guitar all the time?
Just creating the right atmosphere.
First, I'd like to introduce you to two wonderful ladies, Miss Georgina Frederica Jackson and Miss Charlotte Sophia Byrne.
In the late 1800s, these two ladies collected the words and folklore of the Shire when the ways of the country folk were being lost. Miss Jackson wrote the Shropshire Word Book, published in 3 volumes and containing around 11,000 words. She also collected snippets of folklore, legend and superstitions, which were edited by Miss Byrne, who added her own notes and findings and published the collection as Shropshire Folklore, a Sheaf of Gleanings.
At this time of year, there are many things bursting into life. The birds are busy nesting and flowers adorn the hedgerows. The purpose of this video is to introduce them to you Shropshire-like. Flowers are without doubt the first things we notice about spring. The greater stitchwort and dog's mercury are among the first to appear, but Miss Jackson notes other names for these.
Greater stitchwort was known in Shropshire as the devil's eye or devil's corn, and as we will discover, the devil lends his name to many other hedgerow plants. Dog's mercury is called snakeweed in Shropshire, possibly due to the same reason it's called dog's mercury, in that it is poisonous to our canine friends.
Tempting as it is to pick flowers and bring them into our homes, nowadays it is illegal, but in Shropshire folklore it is noted that if you bring spring flowers into your house, then no poultry will be hatched. You may well be familiar with the ash and oak weather rhyme. Oak before ash, in for a splash, ash before oak, in for a soak. But the Shropshire version reads thus.
When the ash is out before the oak, then we may expect a choke. When the oak is out before the ash, then we may expect a splash.
Well, the oak seems to be out before the ash this year down this lane. So we'll just have to see whether we get rain or not. Also, when the palm of your hand itches, rub it against oak, because it's a sign of money coming. Another thing we notice at this time of year is the birds. Migrants come back from warmer climes to nest and raise their young, and it's considered a sign of good luck if the swallows and martins build around the house or outbuildings. It's also unlucky to take their eggs or destroy the nests. The same goes for the robin and the wren. In the days before the taking of eggs was illegal in the UK, it was considered very bad luck to kill either a robin or a wren, or to disturb their nests. In fact, a Mrs. Dudley, one of Miss Byrne's contributors who spent her childhood in Shropshire, learned to believe that if anybody robbed the nest of either bird, then their hand would presently drop off. There's normally chiff-chaffs around here. They return in the spring, and with their little song of chiff-chaff, chiff-chaff, chiff-chaff. Anyway, in Shropshire they are known as peggies because they look like the pegs of a washing dolly. And if you see them, you can understand why they do look a little bit like the smooth wooden peg. Oh, I love this time of year. The birds are singing, the trees are in leaf, and even the hawthorns in bloom. Perfect. Of course, we can't mention the birds without mentioning the cuckoo. The first herald of spring. That is not a cuckoo. Anyway, There's a strange occurrence noted in the Shropshire folklore book that says that when you first hear a cuckoo in spring, you must take off your left shoe and stocking, and on your foot you will find a hair, the same colour of that of your sweetheart. Well, it does actually work, because this year and last year I tried that, and both times my husband's hair was somewhere on my foot. Strange. While we're talking about cuckoos, I have to mention one of my favourite plants, the cuckoo pint.
It's a member of the arum lily family. It also has many other names. Lords and ladies is one of them. And here's where the devil comes in again. In Shropshire, one of its names is Devil's Men and Women. This name refers to the fruit spike that comes in August, with green berries that turn to red. The red berries are the men, and the green ones women.
This devil's reference, I would suspect, comes from their potential to harm, as the berries of this plant are poisonous to humans. The devil also lends his name to this, the devil's posy, a now culinary favourite, ransom. People nowadays go mad for the leaves to make into pesto, but Miss Jackson says,
"It would seem that the horrible fetid odour of this plant is thought by the rustic mind to be a fitting bouquet for the Prince of Darkness."
I guess they didn't like the garlic flavouring too much in those days. That's it for this time. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks to all the National Lottery players who helped to make things like this happen. Please leave your likes, your comments and any snippets of folklore on our Facebook page. See you next time. Oh, not again.